Good afternoon, autism parents. It's Dr. Payne just coming on here because I want to talk medications, you guys. And now I had an old post, I believe, and I'm going to try to bump it, but it was on medication. Should we, or what medications your children are on? It may have been in my group, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try to bump it and put it here, but I couldn't find it. So I said, hey, let's do a new video. So I want to talk whether or not we should use medications for our children. If you use medication for your children, have it been prescribed? Have you decided not to use it even if it was prescribed? And if so, what medications are your child currently using? Now, this is for the children, not for us. Some of us will do another video about parents and medications and things like that may have been prescribed to, you know, help deal with stress and pressure, but not this video. This video is solely for the kids. So I had a mom that reached out to me, you guys, and her son is very active, and sometimes he's at a danger to himself. He's actually really like bumping into walls and really, you know, destructive. It's getting really hard on her and her family. And she fears, you guys, she fears for his safety. So in the case where the child's safety is at risk, or your family's safety, and you're at wit's end, have you considered using medication? And if you guys are using medications, what medications are you guys using? Now, I was recommended for my oldest to put him on Clonopine to help him sleep, and I decided at that time not to use it. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of us moms of children who are, you know, nonverbal, we fear using medication because it's really, really hard to tell whether or not your kid is having that side effect if he can't speak. So some of these meds, of course, not some, almost all of them have side effects. And do you let those side effects stop you from putting your kid on the medication and just do away with the benefits that the medication have? Or do you put what it could do, or what the potential things that the medication could help, do you put that over it? And if some of you guys don't know, depending on the nature of your kid, some of these medications have a long waiting period. Like for Risperdal, the waiting period before you can even tell whether or not it may work for your kid is like 6 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks, I believe. And so that's a long time to try something that may also be giving a side effect that your nonverbal child can't say, and not know whether or not it's going to be a benefit. However, a lot of children are on Risperdal or Risperdal, it depends on the formula you have. A lot of them are on it, and they have a benefit from it. A lot of our children back in the day was a big, not too long ago actually, but it was a big push that putting some of our kids on anti-seizure medication. There were a few children who started talking after the anti-seizure medication. So some people scratched their head and was like, is this the final cure for autism? These kids need to be on anti-seizure medication. But as you moms know, not one size fits all for our kids. Every kid is different. So my whole goal, you guys, if you hadn't figured it out yet, I always say a piece of the puzzle is fitness, because fitness really helped me with, as far as my mental. But a piece of the puzzle, I believe, is us moms helping each other. I believe all of us with our kids and what we go through, we all have a piece of that autism puzzle that we just can't, or the scientists can't figure it out. But us moms in the trenches, the children who have it every day, we all have a little piece. And if we could start putting our pieces together, we could definitely affect our lives. We could help each other. We could help our children. So that's why I'm on here doing another video saying, moms, what do you think? Let's help each other. Now, if your kid isn't on medication, but you know a mom who is, please tag them. Please, if your doctor and you guys are cool, please tag them. We welcome all advice. Now this is not going to be a replacement for medical advice. Yes, I'm a chiropractor, natural medicine, I love it, but I'm not saying, and then a point I'm going to make alternatively. I am into alternative medicine, of course. However, I will tell you guys, alternative does not mean better. Okay? And I'm not saying that alternative medicine isn't awesome, because I'm a chiropractor, huh? So, but it's an alternative. And it may be great for some people and not so great for others. Same thing with traditional medicine. So please don't run to your health food store and cleave on that more so than you would some other things because you think it's better. It's up in the air. The only thing that I trust more than those things is the experiences of other moms. Moms like you guys who don't have no benefit in the pharmaceutical company getting rich. I trust you guys. I trust moms who sat and watch their kid, who stay up at night, who know how it is, okay? I trust moms who have a fear of their child jumping off. Like I told you guys, I don't know, in Colombia, Justin jumped off the little cliff thing. Luckily, this was one of the ones that wasn't too deep or too dangerous. He didn't make that assessment. He just felt like it. Okay? I mean, I praise God that he did not end it there. His neck didn't break. So as some of us moms living with real fear. Okay? So if you can help, what do you, even if it's natural. Now, I'm not dogging natural. I got a drawer full of valerian and lemon balm, and I got a whole bunch of little natural oil, drops and things that I have used, and that are okay, for like slightly calming a hyperactive child. But what have you guys used? Is it the natural stuff? Is it the prescription stuff? What has been your experience, and how do you address it when your child is like, I know a mom at my school whose son literally destroys the bed, tears it up, a bed, okay, nice kid, you guys don't believe me, I promise you he's a good kid, tears up the house, walls, you name it. And I know it's because our kids have sensory issues, and they feel like sometimes, I've been told, they feel like their skin is on fire, they feel their everything's crawling. I know that, but I'm saying they ransack. So if you were in that situation and you managed to get out, let me tell you guys, we're not asking for the complete answer. Me, like, honestly, I take 60%. I take 40. If you tell me 30% of the time this sort of work, that might be enough for me to try. So please don't feel like you're going to recommend something and not every mom is going to find benefit. Don't feel like that. Yeah, there's kids, our kids, I have one, my number one would eat anything back in the day, like he finally calmed down with that. And so if you guys are in that predicament, you guys, the stress that the mom is going through, the guilt, the out of control, that's post-traumatic stress, you guys, and I already did a video on that. We got to stop that, right? So what do you have that can help somebody? You might have a kid who have like tantrums on the mild side, but you notice that in advance you caught it, and this is what you do, you catch it before it gets bad. That's great. Or if your kid right now is not suffering, you guys, I keep reading, and I don't know if you talk to a lot of other moms who have adolescents, those teen years, whoa baby, girls and boys, those hormones hit. Hey, I'm not trying, we'll deal with it when we get to it, but those of you who are in that teen years, who are in the trenches right now dealing with those things, give us the heads up. And what can we do to bypass or to help? Like any parents, right? Any parents are going to deal with the teenagers, but when you're an autism mom, sometimes it can be by 10, right? So just by we get maybe the energy of, my mother always says my son is like, my youngest is like 10 people, right? So you guys are feeling like that. You're feeling like you're dealing with triplets at times, but there's always good times too. So I bring up the bad, I bring up the sad, but I also know that there's great times. So let's help each other, please. Post below, what are your solutions if medication was advised? If you said no or yes, what has been your experience? Are you using the natural things? Or do you know a child who is like really having a hard time with the tantrums and self-injurious behavior? And what can we do to help this mom who contacted me and help all moms, right, who are having this trouble? Because her trouble today may be mine tomorrow and vice versa, you guys. So let's help each other. Sorry about that, my sister. I know it's dinner time, so go eat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and you guys have a great day.